Hi, I'm Jennifer Walker Gates, immigration attorney in Austin, Texas. And I'm here today in this video to talk about the new stimulus bill that has been passed by Congress, and specifically how it will affect immigrants in the United States, as well as U.S. citizen spouses and children of immigrants who were, many of whom were excluded from the previous stimulus bill. Which was called the CARES Act. And this is important because it does affect literally millions of individuals in this country, including many of our clients. And so I am just digesting this bill, and it's, still hasn't been passed because the president has indicated that he will not sign it as it is. So I do want to address what's going to happen with that if Trump doesn't sign it, as well as what will happen if the bill does pass as written. So what we know right now is that Congress passed a bill to issue payments to many families in the United States who have filed and paid taxes. What we know about this new bill is that just like with the previous bill, which was called the CARES Act, which passed in March, just like the CARES Act, this bill will use your most recent tax filing, your IRS income tax records, to determine whether you can be issued a payment, whether your children can be issued payments, whether you meet the income thresholds to be issued a payment, and then your 2019 tax return is the one that will determine whether you will be entitled to a retroactive payment. So let's start with this new bill. The new bill authorizes $600 per individual, per adult taxpayer who has a work authorization and a valid Social Security number who filed their 2020 taxes. Okay, so what this means is that this new bill, unlike the last one, will be paid to U.S. citizen spouses of immigrants, even if an immigrant filed with an individual taxpayer ID number or an E-teen. In addition, if there is at least one U.S. citizen parent in a household, U.S. citizen children will also be issued checks under this new bill, which will be $500 each. Now, for individuals who filed 2019 taxes under the CARES Act, which was passed in March, if any of the family members on that tax return filed and paid taxes using an individual taxpayer ID number, then the entire family was excluded from receiving stimulus payments. This was a huge injustice, extremely unfair. Many thousands of mixed status families joined together and organized, raised their voices, made a lot of noise, and managed to make a change in this new bill. Now, the new bill will not exclude mixed status families, and the new bill authorizes those same mixed status families who were excluded under the CARES Act to receive that initial stimulus payment when they file next year's tax returns. So if you had an individual in that family who, before filing their 2019 taxes, had a valid tax Social Security number, and or had, even if they somebody else filed with an E-teen, then spouses and U.S. citizen spouses or work authorized spouses with valid Social Security numbers and children with work authorization and valid Social Security numbers who are on that tax return will be issued a payment in the form of a rebate when you file your taxes for 2020. So finally, what is going to happen if Trump doesn't sign this bill? Congress passed this bill with what is called veto-proof majorities. That means that more than 2/3 of the Senate and 2/3 of the House of Representatives voted for this bill. That means that even if the president vetoes or doesn't sign the bill, Congress can still pass the bill. So that's the good news. It may be that President Trump's demand that Congress increase the amount of stimulus payment included in the bill to $2,000, maybe that will come to pass. However, what he is saying about undocumented immigrants receiving the stimulus funds is untrue. Like many things the president says, that is simply incorrect. The bill does not authorize any payments to any undocumented immigrants. Unfortunately, many undocumented immigrants who work hard and pay taxes in this country will not receive a stimulus under this bill. That is an unfortunate truth. The president is once again misconstruing the facts about that. So if we can help with you understanding your rights to receive a stimulus payment between now and in the spring, when it's time to file taxes for this year, we will be happy to do so. We look forward to providing our clients with lots of good information this coming January about taxes, preparing tax returns, claiming those stimulus payments in your tax returns, avoiding problems in your tax returns for your immigration purposes. And we will be providing lots of that kinds of information. So please stay tuned to our YouTube channel, subscribe, leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, or by all means reach out if we can help you with your immigration case or any of the questions brought up by this video. I hope you all have a Merry, Merry Christmas, and we look forward to talking to you again very, very soon.